Welcome back, food lovers. Today, we're exploring one of Indonesia's most iconic street foods, Kerak Telor. This delicious dish from Jakarta is not only a snack but a true symbol of Betawi culture. Stick around as we uncover unknown facts about this savory treat. Let's dive right in. Kerak Telor originated in Jakarta and is deeply tied to the Betawi people, the indigenous ethnic group of the city. The dish first gained popularity during the Dutch colonial era in Indonesia, often served at elite gatherings and festivals. Kerak Telor is made from glutinous rice, ketan, eggs, and a blend of spices, topped with fried shallots and shredded coconut. Traditionally, it was considered a festive dish, and it was often served during cultural events and Betawi ceremonies. Despite being a street food today, it was once a dish enjoyed by Jakarta's aristocracy during the colonial period. The name, Kerak Telor, translates to egg crust in English, referring to the crispy texture that forms as the egg cooks on the pan. Two types of eggs can be used for this dish, chicken eggs or duck eggs. Duck eggs are preferred for a richer, creamier texture. Glutinous rice, ketan, is soaked before being added to the mix, giving the dish its signature chewy texture. One of the key flavors in Kerak Telor comes from ebi, or dried shrimp, which gives it a salty, umami flavor. The dish is cooked without oil, relying on the natural fats of the egg to form its crisp, caramelized. Kerak Telor is traditionally cooked on a small charcoal stove, which gives it a smoky flavor and crisp texture. The vendor tilts the pan upside down over the heat to allow the bottom of the egg to crisp up, a signature technique in making Kerak Telor. The cooking method hasn't changed much in decades, preserving the authenticity of the dish. No fancy equipment is needed, just a small, shallow pan and a charcoal stove, keeping the preparation simple yet effective. It's one of the few street foods in Indonesia that's cooked entirely without oil or fat, making it relatively light compared to deep-fried snacks. This dish is considered a culinary heritage of the Betawi people, representing the fusion of various cultural influences in Jakarta. Kerak Telor is most commonly sold during the annual Jakarta Fair, also known as Pekan Raya Jakarta, which celebrates the city's anniversary. Betawi festivals, including weddings and cultural events, often feature Kerak Telor as part of the traditional menu. The dish has become a symbol of Jakarta's street food culture, attracting tourists and locals alike. Despite its humble appearance, Kerak Telor is seen as a food that reflects Jakarta's rich history and diverse influences, from Chinese to Malay to Dutch. Kerak Telor is relatively high in protein, thanks to the eggs and dried shrimp used in the recipe. The dish also provides a good amount of carbohydrates, primarily from the glutinous rice, ketan, making it a filling snack. Since it's cooked without oil, Kerak Telor is lower in fat compared to many other street foods like gorengan. The shredded coconut topping adds some healthy fats, while the fried shallots provide a bit of fiber and crunch. Although high in sodium due to the ebi, dried shrimp, it can be enjoyed as an occasional treat in a balanced diet. Some vendors now offer vegetarian versions of Kerak Telor, using tempeh or tofu instead of ebi. In recent years, modern chefs have experimented by adding ingredients like cheese, chili sauce, or beef to give it a contemporary twist. While traditionally made with duck eggs, some people opt for chicken eggs to create a lighter version of the dish. In upscale restaurants, Kerak Telor is sometimes served with fusion elements, such as truffle oil or exotic herbs. Despite these modern takes, the traditional recipe remains a staple for street food vendors in Jakarta, especially during the Jakarta Fair. Kerak Telor is one of the few street foods in Jakarta that's considered clean eating, as it's cooked without added oil or butter. The dish has remained largely unchanged for over a century, with vendors still following traditional methods passed down through generations. Kerak Telor vendors are known for their unique skill of balancing the pan upside down without spilling the contents. Many street vendors who sell Kerak Telor have been doing so for decades, and it's often a family trade passed down from parents to children. Kerak Telor is often called the crispy omelette of Jakarta by tourists who try it for the first time, thanks to its eggy, crispy nature. Kerak Telor has started to gain recognition as an iconic Indonesian street food, appearing in travel shows and culinary blogs worldwide. Some Indonesian restaurants overseas, particularly in the Netherlands and Australia, have started to introduce Kerak Telor on their menus. It has been featured in international food festivals that showcase Indonesia's rich culinary diversity, like the Ubud Food Festival in Bali. Kerak Telor's appearance in travel documentaries has helped boost its popularity among tourists who visit Jakarta. Despite its international exposure, Kerak Telor remains deeply rooted in Betawi culture, and it's still best enjoyed from a street vendor in the heart of Jakarta. And there you have it, 40 fascinating facts about Kerak Telor, one of Jakarta's most beloved street foods. Whether you're a local or a tourist, Kerak Telor is a must-try when you visit Jakarta. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe our channel.